Well, the BBC are warning of even more cuts. How is that possible? If they cut anything else, they won't have anything to put on the telly. They won't even be able to afford repeats at this point, will they? But this one confused me a bit because they seem to be wanting to cut the cheapest possible telly, the one that fills their schedules right up. Don't make any sense. Have a look at this. BBC warns of £285 million of cuts to meet licence fee shortfall as daytime shows such as Barking Hunt could face review. So they reckon they need to save 285 million quid from making shows to cover the shortfall from the TV licence fee being frozen. 285 million. Now they take in, what was it, 3.2 billion a year in TV licence fees. And I said before, you can run a blooming country on that, not just a media company. You know, where is the money going? 285 million quid should be nothing for them. You know, where is the money going? How much money is this company spending that they need to find 285 million out of the 3.2 billion they get? They bring in 800 million a year just from BBC Studios, they reckon. I reckon it's more than that. And don't forget the profits from UK TV and all of that. But the problem is they're kept over there in the BBC's commercial bit. Don't see that coming back into the part of the BBC that you pay your licence fees for. It's all a big con. It's a shadow game. The BBC warned of radical cuts to its services to meet a £1.5 billion licence fee shortfall. I get the idea, they're just making the numbers up now. Just making up the numbers. They can't back any of this up. Just throw some big numbers out there and we'll try and trick people into paying some licence fees. Culling daytime TV, closing channels, more repeats and fewer dramas are among the options being considered to plug a black hole in the BBC's finances following the underinflation settlement imposed by Culture Secretary Nadine Dorries. The future of daytime shows such as Bargain Hunt, Homes Under the Hammer and The Bidding Room with Nigel Havers could come under review. The BBC's annual plan published on Wednesday expressed disappointment that the £159 a year charge will be frozen for 2 years before rising with inflation for the following 4 years. We will need to find 285 million in annual savings, requiring a reduction in the content and services we provide to the audience, it said. Now, it just seems odd to me that they're thinking of cutting shows like Homes Under the Hammer and Bargain Hunt. Well, I'm no TV expert, right? But I can imagine they're the cheapest shows the BBC make. I mean, what do you need for those shows? Nothing. A bloke with an iPhone and a microphone can make those shows, can't they? They don't need huge production values and location sets and multiple cameramen with these big 4K cinema cameras. You don't need any of that for those shows. They're just walking around a house pointing at things to funny music in Homes Under the Hammer. So why are they cutting those and not cutting the big shows that cost tens of millions to make, like the Attenborough shows? They cost fortunes to make them. Why are they not cutting them? Why are they cutting the cheap tat? Well, I'll tell you why. The Attenborough stuff is made by BBC Studios and it is sold around the world for profit. So BBC Studios make the show and they'll sell it to Netflix, they'll sell it to American channels, they'll sell it to anyone who wants to buy it, basically. But they also sell it to the BBC for your TV licence fees. And you think, many people out there think, that if you stop paying your licence fee, if the licence fee went away, so would things like Attenborough. No. Attenborough shows aren't made by the bit of the BBC that you pay your licence fee to. They're made by a private company called BBC Studios, and they sell it at great cost to the BBC that shows it on the telly, who pay them with your TV licence fees for doing it. And then BBC Studio goes on to make much more profit by selling that show all around the world. But Homes Under the Hammer and stuff like that, you know, are they made directly by the BBC? I'd have to check on that. They might not be made by BBC Studios. They might be actual direct BBC productions. And that would be why they're cutting them. Silly, isn't it? The cheapest stuff that fills the schedules and actually makes it look like they've got something new on every day. Get rid of them and just spend fortunes on something you can sell to make profit. It's a con. It's a con. Some shows, such as Strictly Come Dancing and EastEnders, which has just introduced viewers to a new £86 million set, are certain to survive. Tim Davie, BBC Director General, told MPs that Gardener's World was sacred in his eyes. Panorama will get additional resources for more investigations, the plan said. Now, I don't have a problem with Strictly. I don't like it, but, you know, it's a typical BBC show. It's got good history. Got no problem with it. EastEnders, you know full well I have a massive problem with EastEnders. I think it should be off the telly immediately. It's the most depressing thing in the world. And how can they warrant spending 86 million quid on a new set when it says in the headline they're trying to save 285 million? Well, you could have got that down to 200 million, even that's a made up number as well, just by not doing that. Wasteful. Coronation Street had a whole new set, cost them 10 million. How the hell did the BBC spend 86 million on a set? It beggars belief, doesn't it? The BBC is being further squeezed by superinflation in drama production, as the online giants Netflix, Amazon, Apple and Disney pour billions of dollars into glossy shows. Bridgerton reportedly costs $5 million an episode to make. Yes, BBC, but you can't compare yourself to the streaming giants, can you? And you can't compete with the streaming giants like Amazon and Netflix because they are a global subscription service. Okay, the BBC is for British viewers. You know, that's it. So you can't compare that. You can't go spending $5 million an episode. You've got to find a way to make good shows at a lower price. That's your job. Unless, of course, you want to become a global streaming giant, which I think you probably will in the future. And then you can sell that all around the world like Netflix, and you can spend what you want on it because you can charge people to watch it. But you can't play that game and you can't compete with them. And also, let's not forget here that you sell loads of stuff to Netflix. So how can you be worried about competing with them when you're selling loads of stuff to them? You're even working with Netflix on some productions directly. If the financial outlook appears grim, exacerbated by 1 million households who have stopped paying for the licence fee over the last 2 years, excellent. It should be a bigger number, but I'll take it. The BBC can mitigate the shortfall by generating more commercial income. BBC Studios recorded exports valued at 800 million in 2021-22, the plan said. But as I said before, BBC Studios is a separate company. Now, BBC have so many commercial companies. You've got BBC Studios, you've got BBC Productions, BBC Distribution, UK TV, BBC America. It goes on. There are many more. They're even buying loads of independent production companies under the BBC Studios umbrella. And I don't think it's right. If you want to put the name BBC on a company, it's got to be BBC, funded by the licence fee. And any revenue that you make should come out of the requirements for the licence fee for the next year. So you made 800 million apparently from BBC Studios in the last year. So that should take 800 million off the bill that you need for TV licence fees the following year. Right? Does that not sound fair? Or you can't put BBC on the name of the company if you're going to be commercial about it. You can't have your cake and eat it. It's crazy. I don't know how they get away with it. I really don't know how they get away with it. So what do you think about this? This annual report, I've got a copy of it and I'm going to talk about it in another video coming up. Once I've had a chance to read the whole thing and pick it apart, I'll do a video on that. But yeah, let me know what you think about this because it just sounds like they're making up the numbers, doesn't it? And if you want to have commercial companies, it should all come under the BBC's main umbrella that's public, right? Do you not think? I think that would be the fairest way to do it going forward. Let's start with that and then we'll get the TV licence fee scrapped after that. Right, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below and I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.